What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? This is Wini, your favorite British locked YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you are watching a video of mine, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you are notified every single time that I upload, which is every Saturday afternoon. First things first, I do want to apologize. You guys know I do like to film with natural light most of the time, and today outside is such a gloomy day, so if it's looking a little bit dark, or you know, if the light goes in and out whilst this video continues, I do sincerely apologize. So lately I've been receiving a lot of questions in regards to when should one retwist or interlock their locks, right? And I'm gonna start off by saying this: I don't really believe that there is a set time as to when you should retwist or interlock, but I definitely do believe in interlocking or retwisting way too much. Trust me, I would know. So for those of you that don't know, when I initially started my locks back in 2011, I believe, I did start off via interlocking. And at first I wasn't maintaining my own locks, but then when I got into the habit of interlocking my own hair, I became really obsessed with wanting my locks to look aesthetically pleasing. And obviously at the time I was very much aware that a lot of people kind of viewed locks as being kind of unkept, messy, dirty hair. So I kind of had an internalized worry that I don't want to fit into that stereotype. So in turn, that basically meant that sometimes, even when like a small grain of my hair was out of place, I would get this, right? And I would literally weave the out of place hair into my lock just so that it would remain neat. Now, obviously, if I'm doing that all the time and on a regular basis, what happens? My hair obviously started to thin out, my roots started to thin out. I think at one stage, I believe in 2016, when I was in Ghana, I remember there was one lock at the front of my hair, it literally just dropped out. I think when it dropped out, I was trying to interlock it back in, like I was trying to really tighten the roots, when really it didn't need to be done. So in regards to how often I believe that you should be retwisting and interlocking your hair, I honestly think anything between 6 to 8 weeks is fine. Anything before that is a bit and I say that because I feel that within 6 to 8 weeks, that is a perfect amount of time for there to be new growth, basically. If you are retwisting your locks, let's just say every 2 to 3 weeks, I just think that that's just doing way too much, especially when there are those of us that tend to wash our hair every 2 to 3 weeks. And at present, I can't imagine anything worse than every single time I wash my hair having to retwist or interlock. Also, for me, I have noticed that all of my lock crushes that I have tend to not even retwist their locks often. And when I say they don't tend to retwist their locks often, they tend to retwist maybe 2 or 3 times a year tops. And with those type of people, what I've noticed is they have the most healthiest roots ever, and they have the most healthy looking locks because they allow their locks to breathe and they don't do too much. And because they're not obsessing about how their locks look to other people, and they're more so focused on just letting their hair be and letting their hair be free and be healthy, it really shows. So as a lot of you may know, if you don't know, I'm currently on a semi-free form journey, which basically just means that anytime that I wash my hair, I'm not aiming to retwist. I'm just gonna gently separate my locks so that they don't all mat together. It would only be free forming if after I washed it, I just kind of just left it and didn't separate them. I don't want my locks to mesh together. I don't believe in there being a thing of not retwisting your locks enough, but there is such a thing as retwisting your hair too much. And when you're retwisting your hair too much, you don't need somebody to tell you, your hair will tell you, because you will start to notice things like your hair thinning out, your locks thinning out, some parts of your locks. I mean, there's been a time in the past when I was interlocking way too much where the middle of my lock would start to thin out. So it was almost like if I was to maybe tie my hair or something, that particular lock, half of it would snap off. So don't retwist your hair often. Me personally, if somebody was like, how often do you think I should retwist my hair? I would honestly on my heart say once every 2 months. If you can go longer and do it twice a year, 3 times a year, that's even better. At this precise moment in time, I don't know how long I'm going to do my semi-freeform journey for, but I have said that I'm not going to retwist at all for the rest of this year. So far, I think I've been semi-freeforming, I would say for about 2 months, I think, at present. And I think that whenever I do decide to retwist my hair, God willing, next year, I'm not going to do the most. I'm probably going to just be retwisting my locks about 3 times max in the year, because at present, as you lot can kind of see, hopefully my camera is picking it up, my hair looks like it's got a lot of volume via the roots, and that is something that I wasn't really seeing before I decided to start semi-freeforming. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like this look. I do like the fact that I can't see all of my scalp personally, and I've noticed that as my journey has progressed as well, I don't care for my locks looking obsessively neat. I feel like at the start of my journey, that was kind of my main concern, like, oh, I want my locks to be neat. I always want that fresh retwisted look. But honestly, always chasing that fresh retwisted look is only going to result into your hair being damaged. And also for those of you that kind of go to the salon and stuff often, I don't want to stereotype and say that all locticians in salons are like this, but from my past experiences, I do think that there are a lot of hair salons or locticians that work at hair salons that don't really care about the health of your hair. They just care about, you've come to them and they want your hair to just look aesthetically pleasing. So it doesn't matter what products they're using, it doesn't matter how tightly they're retwisting or interlocking your locks. They're just trying to focus on making sure that not one grain of your hair is out of place. And for me, that's really unhealthy, which is why I'm quite happy taking care of my own look. So honestly, an advice that I would give, especially if you're somebody watching this and you're kind of at the beginning stages of your journey, is please do not interlock, retwist or palm roll your locks often. Allow your hair to just breathe, enjoy the journey, stop obsessing about your locks being fuzzy or looking X, Y, and Z to other people, and focus about the actual health of your locks. Because even on this YouTube, when you kind of look at popular locked YouTubers, the majority of them have amazing frigging locks, and that's just because they don't do the most with their looks. So that would definitely be my advice, to be honest. I don't think I've left anything out other than, you know, if you are going to get your hair done at salons and stuff like that, please do make sure that you are getting it done by a professional that knows what they're doing. If you have any questions and stuff, you should never be scared to ask, you know, the person that's doing your hair questions, or let them know that maybe there's certain things that you don't like. Maybe they're doing your hair too tightly, maybe they're using certain products that you think don't agree with your hair, you'd rather use more natural products. Speak up, because at the end of the day, it's your locks. Your locks are your crown, and you need to be comfortable with how your crown is being maintained and what is going into your crown. So yeah, that was just my 2 pence worth of thoughts in regards to that. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you do have any more lock suggestions or lock questions for me that you want me to do a video about, don't be shy to drop it in the comment section below, or hit me up on my social media handles. But until my next video, take care, be good.